More than 160 million years ago, in the heart of the late Jurassic period, the Earth was a place of staggering diversity. On land, enormous dinosaurs like Brachiosaurus towered above the forests, while predators like Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus hunted the plains. But beneath the waves, in the endless blue of prehistoric oceans, another kingdom thrived, one that was just as violent, just as competitive, and just as terrifying. This was the realm of the marine reptiles, and at the very top of this underwater world ruled one of the most deadly predators ever to live, Liopleurodon. Unlike the dinosaurs that walked on land, Liopleurodon belonged to a group called pliosaurs, short-necked plesiosaurs with massive skulls, huge jaws, and powerful flippers. It was not the largest creature in the sea, but it was among the most efficient killers. Scientists estimate its average size at about 6 to 7 meters, but some fossils suggest that it may have grown as large as 10 or even 12 meters in length. To put this into perspective, that is the length of a bus, powered not by wheels, but by 4 muscular flippers that acted like wings, giving it remarkable speed and agility in the water. Its body was streamlined, its head alone making up nearly 1/5 of its length, and its mouth lined with dagger-like teeth, each tooth nearly 20 centimeters long, longer than a human hand. These teeth were conical and sharp, perfect for puncturing flesh and gripping slippery prey, ensuring that once Liopleurodon bit down, escape was almost impossible. The seas of Jurassic Europe, where Liopleurodon prowled, were shallow, warm, and full of life. Ancient fish, early sharks, smaller plesiosaurs, and even giant filter-feeding fish like lead-zichthies swam through these waters. It was an ecosystem bursting with prey, and Liopleurodon was perfectly adapted to take advantage of it. Fossil evidence shows that its sense of smell was highly developed, perhaps allowing it to detect a single drop of blood from kilometers away. This ability would have made it not only a powerful hunter, but also a patient stalker, capable of trailing wounded animals until the moment was right to strike. When Liopleurodon attacked, it was a spectacle of raw power and precision. Its hunting style was most likely that of an ambush predator. It would glide silently through the water, conserving energy, waiting for the right opportunity. Then, in a sudden burst of speed, it would launch itself toward its victim. With a skull more than 1.5 meters long and jaws powered by immense muscles, it could clamp down with bone-crushing force, driving its teeth deep into flesh and bone. Unlike modern sharks, which often bite and release, Liopleurodon could drag its prey into the depths, twisting and thrashing until the struggle was over. Fossil bite marks on other marine reptiles suggest that it attacked not only fish and squid, but also other plesiosaurs and pliosaurs, and there is evidence that Liopleurodon may have even eaten members of its own species. To understand just how deadly this predator was, it helps to compare it with modern animals. The great white shark, today's most feared ocean predator, averages 6 meters long and weighs up to 2 tons. Liopleurodon was at least as large, and in many cases larger, with stronger jaws, more powerful flippers, and a hunting strategy that combined the stealth of a crocodile with the speed of a shark and the intelligence of an orca. It was a super predator, unmatched in its time. Even giant fish and other reptiles were not safe in its presence. Liopleurodon was not only a hunter, but also an important part of its ecosystem. As the apex predator, it controlled populations of other animals, ensuring balance in a world where survival depended on constant adaptation. Its reign was not eternal, however. As the Jurassic gave way to the Cretaceous, new predators like mosasaurs rose to dominance, eventually pushing pliosaurs like Liopleurodon into extinction. But in its time, it was the undisputed ruler of the seas. The story of Liopleurodon is pieced together from scattered fossils, teeth, jaw fragments, skulls, and partial skeletons found across Europe. These remains give us glimpses of a predator that was as real as it was terrifying, while documentaries and popular media once exaggerated its size to 25 meters. Science shows that even at 10 meters, Liopleurodon was more than enough to inspire fear. Imagine swimming in those Jurassic seas. Beneath you, the water grows darker, and then, with a sudden surge of motion, an enormous shadow rises from the depths. The last thing you would see is the gaping maw of Liopleurodon, armed with teeth like knives, before everything faded to silence. Today, Liopleurodon remains a symbol of the ancient oceans, a reminder that the seas have always been home to monsters as terrifying as any that walked on land. Its image captures the imagination not just because of its size, but because it represents the ultimate predator, fast, intelligent, powerful, and utterly unstoppable.